match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Ravens 0.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll run on first down. Gibbons. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. They go play action here on first down. Room to run past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Shepard. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down. Now
let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
First down, Bengals.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. He finds his man complete. It's Burke. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A toss left, Mixon. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 57 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Mixon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. Now it's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Shepard. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st down, Gibbons. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
On 2nd down, Gibbons. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him results there.
Off the play. He lets this one fly. Back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. 67 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So that about as easy an interception as a linebacker's ever going to have.
Yeah, when we use the word easy for them, it never is, right? Because, let's face it, a lot of them aren't blessed with the greatest of hands. But the pressure here, it gets home and forces the ball to hang up in the air, and they come away with the pick.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off play action. Shepard. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Rolling to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. On 3rd down, Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's McPherson now to send it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought...
He's got a man, complete, and in for the Ravens touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Julian Love picks it, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's their quarterback with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had... Simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Shepard. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And out across midfield down to the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Off the play fake. Shepard.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. Touchdown! A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Emmanuel Agba there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A handoff, running left, Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Shepard.
Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off play action. Shepard, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And this is taken into the end zone, a fumble recovery, and a Cincinnati touchdown. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake. Shepard. He finds his man, complete. That's Tucker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll run on first down. Gibbons. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking to throw on second down. Shepard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Tucker now to add the point after. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
There you go.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big
Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
101 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And down right around the 37.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Play action. It's Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
4th and goal, and down by a touchdown. The offense stays on the field.
A final shot now for Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out.